Alright, hey guys, and welcome back. Well, it had to happen eventually. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the wacky fad of collecting milk caps called Pogs. So we all know Pogs had their start in the 1990s, and that's the beginning and end of the story, right? Wrong. Pogs actually had their start much earlier, with the game dating all the way back to the Great Depression. After you were done drinking your milk, it didn't take long to realize you had a milk cap under the lid you could remove. Different caps had different names of different dairies, and the metal caps were used to try and knock down the stacks of milk caps. The game was popular since it cost next to nothing except for the milk you already bought in the first place, so it caught on quickly during the Great Depression all the way up until the 1950s. However, the game would not be known as the Pog version that we know of today, and the original version of the game had no actual name, and would not start becoming popular again until the 1970s. The Halikala Dairy in Maui would revive the milk cap game with its own spin on it. The dairy came up with the hairy Pog mascot Caveman in order to promote their newest product, Passion Orange Guava. The logo caught on and Pogs were born. The game is simple and played much like marbles, where you try to scatter as many of your opponent's Pogs as possible with your Slammer, a larger metal Pog, and keep any that flipped upside down. Soon after, Alan Rapinski, who once made his fortune investing in the car cleaning product Armor All, saw the potential for a new fad and purchased the Pog trademark from the dairy, establishing the World Pog Federation and bringing Pogs worldwide. Pogs became an overnight success, with marketing and branding from companies like Disney and Nintendo. If you could imagine it, there was more than likely a Pog of it. There was even a United States National Pog Tournament every year. Pogs making over $175 million in their second year alone, Pogs were now serious business. Unfortunately, trouble loomed on the horizon for Pogs, with a reason that no one could see coming. The game seemed to promote gambling, and for such a popular toy, this was a big problem. Soon afterwards, Pogs became banned in schools, and with it, Pog sales quickly died down, being only half of what they had been at their height in 1995, and the World Pog Federation declaring bankruptcy in 1998. These days, Pogs are nothing more than a holographic fever dream of the once popular fad of the neon-colored 1990s.
Alright guys, now let's take a look at some of the Pogs that I have in my collection, as well as a couple of Slammers. I got a lot of different Pogs, from just like weird tinfoil ones to branded ones, just kind of all over the place, so we'll just dive right in here. So some of the strangest I have here, these are ones that are, like, I guess they were supposed to be educational. These are all of, like, states, and a lot of these have this holographic foil on them. So I got a few of those. And this is of, we got Montana, Tennessee with Elvis, and these are really weird, because I guess, like I said, these would have probably been promoted as, like, you know, trying to be more educational, you know, so that way they would hopefully sell better. We got Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas. Yep, there's Pennsylvania. Alaska, that's funny, with a big polar bear. You got Texas. Let's see, we got Wisconsin. It's like a little groundhog or a gopher. I didn't know that was their state animal. And you got Oregon, Paul Bunyan there. Oh wow, this is weird. This is just for the United States Government Judicial Branch. You got an angry looking judge. That's pretty hilarious. That's funny. Looks like Yosemite Sam or something. Delaware. Oh man, that's the one to get. You gotta get Delaware. Absolutely. And then Nebraska. Oh man, you gotta have your plaid Nebraska with the corn. That's definitely the hot one to collect. So those are kind of weird, but like I get it, because oh wait, forgot one. And we got Idaho, which I think I'd be more excited to collect the Idaho one than the Nebraska. No offense to Nebraska. But yeah, so these are like more educational, I guess, instead of like other ones that you'll see as we go along. And then these are kind of weird. These are like, I guess you could call them like maybe like Lisa Frank designs or whatever, or like Hallmark or something. You got a bunch of ones that are like holographic, but they're of teddy bears, which is really weird. And that one's watering flowers. These are these are really bizarre. And then I don't even know what the heck this is. Some crazy, looks like a flower robot design or something. That's really out there, really wild. Have no clue what that's supposed to be. And a lot of these are the knockoff Pogs. Some of these are like official, like Pog, the game Pogs, and then a lot of them were made just like knockoff. So many different companies just made their own. Now these are cool. These are a lot of the more common ones you would see. These are just your common holographic foil ones. And this, you got like a viper, like a snake coming through. And that's really cool. These are the ones I remember a lot, seeing just these basic like holographic ones. This one just looks like a fist punching through like a wall. And I don't know if it's supposed to be a beach or another planet, but you can see the planets and a comet and like some really weird purple and blue water, so that's kind of crazy. Oh, this one just says zoom. This one's neat. You got a picture of a ghost. Zoinks! That's cool. Got the classic TNC Surf Designs logo, just in all different colors. You got a dude rollerblading, which kind of looks like that guy from that Green Dog Sega Genesis game. Wonder if that's supposed to be him or not. Oh, there's that one again of the alien planet. Big funny silver one of just a pair of sneakers on a stick figure. That's really goofy. Some of these designs are really crazy. And what is this? I don't know what this is. Looks like just the number 8. If that says or is something else, I can't tell. That's weird, but neat. I like the one with the big shoes. That one's funny. And then you see a lot of different ones too, where like they would be like just kind of goofy takes on stuff like in pop culture. So this is supposed to be like Visa, like the old Visa logo, but it says Wise for some reason. And I guess that's funny. I don't know why that's funny, but yeah, that's kind of weird. The little Visa logo. And this one's awesome. You got an American Eagle, and he's got 2 medals pinned to his chest, and he's sitting on somebody's arm with a pink background. That's just hilarious. I don't know what in the world's going on there. That's very crazy. And you got one that just says ARF, but instead of a dog, it's a bullfrog. So last I checked, I don't think frogs make that noise, but maybe that one's a special frog. We got the rollerblading guy again. This one kind of looks like Xena, warrior princess or something, like some type of Amazon warrior. That's kind of cool. Now that's the one that should go with the ARF one. You got a dog, 2 dogs fighting over a bone with another dog in the background. That's silly. And you got that gecko logo, which I can't remember what company it was, but there was definitely some t-shirt company or something that had like geckos and stuff back in the 90s, so that's probably a take on that without them, getting sued for copyright infringement or something. That's pretty cool. And oh yeah, and then we got that snake, the viper again, so a few doubles here or there. Those ones are neat. And then these ones are some more unusual ones too. Kind of probably the more extreme ones, I should say. You got the Joker, which I remember this one was popular. I always see this design on a lot of shirts, the Jester and stuff. Really cool. Oh man, it doesn't get more 90s than this with fluorescent orange, a skull, Poison. I don't know if that's supposed to be like the band Poison or just like trying to be cool and extreme, like Poison. So who knows? It's the 90s. No clue. This is funny. You got a skeleton reaching into someone's exposed brain where it says "Get a grip." Looks like a Martian. That's ridiculous. So, like, these little slogans remind me of like the old scratch and sniff stickers where they'd have like cheesy stickers. You know, when you're in school and you get like a sticker on your homework or something. That's kind of what that reminds me of. That's funny. I like that one. That's cool. And just a bunch of ones with different numbers. You got one with the number 8, TNC Surf Designs logo again. And it says 8 Drip Ball for some reason. I don't know what in the world what in the heck is a drip ball? No clue what that is, but still neat. And you got another number 8 with a star. Apparently 8 was a big thing. That's lucky for some reason in Pogs. I have no clue why. And you got like the 7 of spades. That's cool. So that makes sense. 7, yeah, lucky 7, stuff like that. And like I said in my video before, like with the numbers and stuff, like a lot of times why these got banned in schools is because they were viewed as gambling. Like you put your Pogs down. I'll show how you play the game in just a second, and then ones you bought or someone bought them for you. Like once you lost them, you lost them. So. It wasn't the greatest thing to be, I guess, playing in schools or whatever. And I can understand why that was, a problem. And then, people getting mad at like, hey, we bought those and now they're gone. You're not getting them back. So, I can kind of see how that didn't work out in the best way. And now these ones are a lot of like logo Pogs. So this one's really unique. This is VR Troopers. You got Ryan, I believe he was the leader. This was from McDonald's. McDonald's had a lot of Pogs that you could get when you went in and got a Happy Meal and stuff like that. I believe these are also from McDonald's. You got some Power Rangers here. You got Goldar. Very cool. Yep, also from McDonald's. And of course, McDonald's isn't going to pass up on any opportunity whatsoever to make a buck. And then we got the Blue Power Ranger. Really nice. Also from McDonald's, even has his Triceratops, his Zord little emblem on the back there. And this one's also Power Rangers, but I don't know. This one is not from McDonald's. And this also looks like it's the Blue Ranger. And this is just Power Rangers Power Caps 4 of 10. I mean, if it is from McDonald's, it's not branded, but I don't think it is, because all the other ones have the McDonald's branding on there. And there you go, it has the official Pog logo, so you can tell those are the official World Pog Federation Pogs, and not some of like these, just unbranded ones. So that's cool. Some of these ones are really neat too. Now this is a Zybot cap. Now if you know what Zybots are, I did a review on them a long while ago. They were little mini toy robots, like an inch tall. You could transform and stuff. But you see this a lot with the Pogs. It's not spelled the correct way, ZYBOT. It's CYBOT, and that's because they're trying to avoid getting sued, and that's why part of the little guy is all blocked out there, so you can't tell what it is. But I had another one like this that was like Biker Mice from Mars, and I don't remember what it said on the front, but it said something like a play on words on the name, so that way they could use the logo and not get in trouble for it or whatever. So that's really funny. The little Zybot guy there. And then this one I think might also be the same thing, because it looks like kind of like a robot or a transformer. I don't know what it is, but he's got like all these lasers shooting out, and I think it might be in the same series, or maybe like Beast Wars or something. I don't know what that is, but very cool. That's really neat looking. And then we got a couple of Snoopy ones. And this one is Milk Cap Madness Europe. Although that wouldn't be 100% correct because he's in Irish gear. So that'd be Ireland. And Ireland's technically, that's the UK, but not technically Europe. But that's still pretty cool. We got Snoopy there. And then we got another Snoopy having a good laugh. Looks like he's playing ball, or maybe he's playing Pogs too. I don't know. He's got that gold disc or circle in his hand. So pretty cool. And then these are neat. These are like, they remind me of like X-Men, or like, if you know, like Stan Lee's The Wildcats. Like, they just really weird, far out there, like superhero looking guys. Kind of like an X-Men, maybe like a Cyclops wannabe. He's got like a visor and a jumpsuit. Really crazy. Very cool. You got another guy here that looks like he could be Cyclops again, or maybe like Buster Gold or something. Really neat. And then there's that same Amazon warrior again, but this time she's holographic, which looks way better. So very, very cool. And then this one, I don't know what in the world this is supposed to be. This is just some bizarre looking clown, and it says California Cappers, and maybe he's their mascot or something, but that's kind of terrifying. He's just, that's not the greatest image. I think that might give you nightmares or something. So there's that. And then we got a couple of slammers here. And these are what you would throw down on top of the Pogs and hope to flip them over and scatter them. We got some Beavis and Butthead ones. This one's really cool. And you got AC/DC and Metallica, Beavis and Butthead. This thing's heavy, man. This is probably like close to a half a pound, quarter of a pound. That thing is, that is serious. I mean, you could like hurt yourself with this. That thing has some serious weight to it. Very cool. Like the holographic, the laser kind of looking reflection and everything. Really neat. We got another Beavis and Butthead one here. And this, we got both of them. We got Butthead on the one side. And Beavis on the other. Very cool. You can use whatever you want. You can, if you feel like slamming it with Beavis or slamming it with Butthead, you can flip it over and take your pick. So that's really cool. I like the Beavis side. It's probably my favorite. And then we got this random looking like a Ninja Star here. A little holographic. Looks like a little buzzsaw, and you got the skulls on the front and everything. This is much lighter. And pretty cool. So now let's set it up and we'll see exactly how it works. Alright, so what you do is you just grab just a whole random bunch of Pogs or whatever, and I guess we'll try it one with each of the different slammers. So we'll just stack a whole bunch up here, and then you just take a slammer. I don't want to throw it too hard, so it's going to make a mess. And you just throw it on the top and hit it. And then whichever one's flipped upside down, those would be the ones that you kept. At least to the best of my knowledge, that was how the game was played. So, if there was somebody else's, well, you can see why that resembles gambling. There's somebody else's, and maybe they paid for them, and well, at the end of the game, they have none, and you got all their stuff. So you can see why that was definitely could have been a problem, and why it was a downfall of like Pogs and stuff. We'll do that again. Let's do this with the Beavis Slammer here. It's a lot heavier, so let's see how this works. Alright, so we got 4. Now, if you were doing this outside, you'd be throwing the slammers a lot harder, but since I'm just doing it on a table, that's why only very few are coming off. And let's try this big guy, this huge Beavis and Butthead one. I'll actually throw a few more on there. Alright, let's try it with that, and... oh man, yeah, that destroyed him. But still only got one. So, yeah, so that's how that works. And I was never really into Pogs in the 90s. When I was growing up and stuff, I didn't get it. I had a few, but I don't know, I personally thought it was like pretty dumb. I just didn't understand why everybody was going around and collecting milk caps. Like, the whole thing was just pretty ridiculous to me, but hey, what are you gonna do? It's just one of those weird things in the 90s, and you wouldn't have the 90s without something weird like the game Pogs. So I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at the Pog franchise and series with me today, and you learned something. It's interesting. Originally dates back from the Great Depression, which kind of makes sense because people didn't have money, and different logos on different dairy caps or whatever. It wasn't played exactly the same as it is now. It was just more you stacked them up and just tried to knock them over, and you didn't really keep any of the other ones, but it's just a simple game, like that, and then it evolved into eventually what we had, in the 90s. And even though it's like a weird game, I definitely like the designs, the holograms and stuff like that. They're fun. That's cool. Even if it's not something that you ever played or enjoyed playing, I think the designs and everything, they're really cool. It's so iconically 90s. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed taking a look at Pogs with me today. Again, I hope you learned something and had some fun watching the video. Please comment down below if you played or collected Pogs or still do or whatever. And I will see you guys back here next time. Until then, take care.
Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and you can follow me at Facebook at King of Retro or Twitter at #8ByteBrian. See you next time.